The Sports Scouting Report with Lieber King, brought to you by Harvey Autos in Shreveport, Bossier City, the name you've trusted for years. Geico, the insurance savings you expect. Supreme Chevrolet, expect more from Supreme Automotive Group in Gonzales.
Creed and Creed Law Firm, serious attorneys for serious injuries.
Bollinger Shipyards, 75 years of delivering high-quality vessels. Here's your host, Lieber King.
Hi, everyone. Lieber King, your host of Sports Scouting Report podcast. We have a great show today. Owner of Louisiana Football Magazine. We're going to talk about Comeaux High School. And if you're not from Lafayette, we're going to educate you on Comeaux. And the guys, you know who Malik Neighbors is? He went to Comeaux High School. You know the starting receiver from Ole Miss, Harris, who's an All-American, went to Comeaux. They were at the Comeaux at the same time. And we're going to have the head football coach, Coach Newsome, join us. And he's brought two of his players with us that we're going to talk to two of the Comeaux players. We'll be right back.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
Welcome back. Lieber King, your host, Sports Scouting Report podcast, also owner of Louisiana Football Magazine. If you're watching this show, and we're going to send it to a lot of parents, we're going to have Comeaux previewed in our preview magazine, which is this magazine, but it's going to be digital this year. So it's going to be on our website, and go to lafootballmagazine.com. We'll start putting schools up in July and August. I'm going to let Coach know when it comes up from Comeaux, but I want to introduce the head coach of Comeaux High School, Marquis Newsome. How's it going? Coach, how you doing, man?
Doing good, doing well. Appreciate you having me on the show.
I like the shirt.
Thank you. That was our uniform last year. Coach Broussard, Coach Pop, who's at Church Point, actually helped design it.
There you go.
Appreciate you, Coach Pop.
Church Point's got it going on, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good food and helping you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Marcus, you graduated from Comeaux.
Yes, sir.
In
2001.
In 2001. You said the first playoff win in the history of school was your senior year.
Yes, sir. They had a big deal in the news about how Comeaux's been to the playoffs many times, but never won a playoff game. We thought that was a joke until they had a big news article about it. And we ended up beating, it was in Santa Mont, at Santa Mont, number 6. We were number 28th ranked over there and won the first game in history at Comeaux.
Marcus, we talked on the phone the last couple of years. I've watched Comeaux. I've been to Comeaux. I've seen games. You know, Brandon Stokely graduated there.
Yes, sir.
You know, All-American, Denver Broncos, Super Bowl guy. Kyle Kipps was a tight end at LSU. It was a great player. Malik Neighbors. If you don't know who Malik Neighbors is, you don't know football, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Should have won the Biletnikoff.
Yes, sir. I agree 100%.
Comeaux. He didn't play a senior at Comeaux, but he went to Comeaux and played at Comeaux. The starting receiver for Ole Miss.
Trey Harris.
Has it all
This Saturday, by the way, in Lafayette.
Tell them
Trey Harris, this Saturday, camp starts it's 9 to 12 for the middle school, for the younger guys, 2 to 4 for the older guys. It's going to be at Clark Field.
In June, 9 to 12.
Yep.
Trey Harris beat LSU by itself last year, Ole Miss. I was happy for him, but I was like sad at the same time. But yeah, Trey Harris, Malik Neighbors starting at the same time at Comeaux.
Yes, sir.
Not hardly ranked until the senior year. Malik was.
Yes, sir.
Under the radar, was committed to Mississippi State, signed with LSU, and then Trey wasn't recruited heavily.
No, he went to La Tech at first. Yes, sir. As a quarterback, then switched to receive.
But the talent, and I'll talk to you last year. You had 6 D1s graduate last year.
Yes, sir.
To keep an eye on, and you got some more guys coming up.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, people need to know to go support.
Yeah,
program.
I think the thing is that the idea is that if you don't win a state championship, you don't have talent in your team.
Perception
is a reality.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to do is change the perception that we have some really good kids that are talented, that work hard. So hopefully this year, after the very successful season we're going to have this year, people start to open their eyes a little more for Comeaux.
Marcus, in your opinion, and you told me a couple of guys to keep an eye on, some are at junior colleges, small schools, and then you talk about a couple of guys that might be the next Malik, might be the next Harris, not a wideout, but just as a recruit.
Right now,
under the radar come up.
Yeah, on the offensive side, we have a couple of guys. We have a Traylon Carmouche, who's a 6'4" receiver. He catches every contested ball we have. Is he the fastest guy in the world? No, but his catch rate is ridiculous.
Looks like Brian Thomas.
Pretty much, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I wish he was the fastest Brian Thomas.
Might get there.
We also have a young sophomore named Jaden Celestine. This past spring game against Sulphur, he had 10 touches for 185 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's our hybrid guy. He's like our Percy Harvin. He plays running back and receiver.
Okay.
On defensive side of the ball, we have a few 9 starters coming back. The headline about Javarius Thompson, who's a strong safety, free safety corner. He also is kick returner and plays some receiver for us. He's a 2-year starter for us. We also have Tristan Henry. We have Dayton Broussard. We have Braylon Thomas. Braylon Thomas is a 6'3", 240-pound defensive end who just learned the position probably last week. But
5 days ago.
He's going to be on the radar as well.
And you got 2 kids today.
Yes, sir. That's Javarius and Jaden Celestine. That's 2 ones I'm talking about.
I mean, just I wanted you to do that because me and you've already done an interview with her. And we'll write a big old preview on Comeaux.
Yes, sir.
And we did last year. We're going to do again this year. But I just wanted the people to know in the state, follow Comeaux. Don't follow the rankings only. I mean, don't get lost in that.
Yes, sir.
There's ballers, and then there's rankings.
Yes, sir. I agree.
Right?
I agree.
You agree?
I agree, 100%.
And I'm old school. I'm still about the ballers, the guys that can play.
Football players are football players. I don't care if they're 6'4" or 1'5". At the end of the day, dogs are dogs.
Malik Neighbors didn't get an LSU offer till 3 days before signing day.
And you see how that worked out for him, right?
Right?
Yes, sir.
One of the greatest to ever go. And
I agree 100%.
We're going to take a break. We'll come back with Coach Newsome, Comeaux High School head football coach. We'll be right back.
Supreme Chevrolet. Expect more from Supreme Automotive Group in Gonzales.
Welcome back. Lee Burkeen, your host, the Sports Scouting Report podcast, Louisiana Football Magazine. Comeaux's preview will be out July, August. I'll let Coach know. He can let the team know the day it goes on our site. LAFootballMagazine.com. Write that down if you're watching the show. July and August, we're going to have all these schools come up. Coach, I've interviewed 270 out of 300. Whew. I know you were about 200 when I did yours.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So I'm on by the weekend, I'll have 290. I'll have all 300 personally interviewed.
God bless you, man.
And you know you're a coach. You teach.
Yes, sir.
You don't always pick up, like all these coaches.
I don't know how you was able to get 290 people because I know I was hard to get in contact with.
7 calls a coach.
Yes, sir.
Because coaches have 3 jobs.
Yo.
So I already know that. I'm like, if I can't get coach this week, I'll try him next week. But I'm going to start writing them all. Went to over 80 games last year. We'll put that together. You just hired a big-time coach. You want to talk about your coach?
Yes, sir. I came from Westgate. I worked at Westgate with Coach Antoine for 7 years. This is my first job after at Westgate. We had the opportunity to get Coach Landry, who was the OC there for the last 8 years, won a state championship with him as well. He's my assistant head coach over offense. And what he brings to the table, it's called the Landry effect. He's such an organized, detailed-oriented guy that he causes you and everyone on your staff to step up with the details in the organization.
Coach, I don't know him, but you know why I like him already?
What's that?
I watched Edna Carter game the year they won the state championship.
Yes, sir.
That was the semis.
Yes, sir.
At Edna Carter.
Mm-hmm.
That game he called was unbelievable.
Yes, sir. And what we call him, I can't really say what we call him, but he's very, very, very confident. He has abilities. He's not scared to make the big call.
Edna Carter, they never lose at home
And
in the semi.
they lost that. That's the first time they lost at home, I want to say.
Ever in that position.
Yes, sir.
But that game was smoothly called.
I agree.
Carr had 18 D1 players. Now, I know Westgate had some players.
Talent, but I think the best job for Coach Landry is that the quarterback they had that year was Jordan Doucette. Jordan was a receiver. They turned to a quarterback.
Right, about 5'9".
Exactly. So the fact that he can take an athlete and help him, teach him how to be a quarterback,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to what he's going to do with all.
It did that several times.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like 1 year, 2 years maybe.
You had Marquis Eddie, you had Jordan Doucette.
And they're all wide receivers.
This is turn DBs and now play quarterback.
Let me teach you how to throw the ball. Yeah.
Great quarterbacks coach.
Well, you do a little bit of that. Come on, you got guys that can play multiple.
Yes, sir. We have no choice these days because our numbers are getting kind of smaller. We're from 5A to 4A. So we have guys like Travaris plays receiver and DB. Celestine plays running back, receiver, and DB. So we have a thing called the best 11 package where we're going to get our best guys on the field sometimes. We've got to be smart.
I like that.
Yes, sir.
I like that because when it's on the 20, you try about to score,
yes, sir.
Or you want to hold them off, bring that receiver in to play corner.
Exactly. The dogs got to play.
Brian Thomas did it at Walker. People don't remember that, but I saw Brian shut down Destrahan, then an all-state receiver, brought him in, shut him down.
If you're a football player, you're not going to be pigeonholed into one spot.
Right.
I like that ATH. Back when we was kids, they didn't have that athlete position.
Right.
Where you were pigeonholed to something. Right. Now we can have that athlete because some of these kids are truly just athlete football.
And for recruiting, man, you can say, hey, I'll play DB, I'll play receiver. I'm tough.
Being multiple helps you get like that.
I catch the ball and I hit the guy that catches
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We had a guy yesterday, Travaris Thompson. He at a camp yesterday, he jumped in the line for DBs and then cut the line for receivers. They loved that. So
You had a little water break, just went back at it. Coach Marcus Newsome, head coach, Comeaux High School. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be back with 2 big-time recruits from Comeaux when we come back.
Creed and Creed Law Firm. Serious attorneys for serious injuries.
Welcome back. Lee Burkeen, your host. You met Coach Newsome from Comeaux. Now we've got one of his players who's going to be a senior. Class of 225, under the radar recruit, an athlete, receiver, DB, Tavarius Thompson. Good to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, sir.
You that classical slot guy, 5'9", right?
Yes, sir.
160, can run.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Play a little corner, play a little safety.
Yeah.
Runs track.
Yes, sir.
You're the typical great athlete. And I love this. I love the 5'9" guys because a lot of people go, man, he's too small. I'm like, no. If you do a good job at slot and corner,
Yeah.
they'll find you.
Yeah, they'll find you.
What do you think about football? How do you like football?
It's really, as I see it, I say football is like something that you can't do unless you love it. Like, if you don't love it, you're not going to dedication.
What do you like most about the training? Is it the lifting weights? Is it the running? I know you're a track guy too.
I say the lifting weights.
Okay, you pretty strong for a 160 guy?
I'll say yes, sir.
What's your strongest, bench, squat, or cleans?
I'll say squat,
What can you max squat?
like 265 to 400.
And you're 160. Hey, man, yeah, that's a good job. Twice your weight. What's your goals for this year?
My goal is to try to play the biggest part I can in my school, to see like what they need me at, what I'm like good at, and try to do what I can do.
Well, good luck to you this year. I wanted to introduce you to everybody and know that you're a player.
Yes, sir.
And even if you don't have a ranking, that people need to come watch you play, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're going to have your teammate come up, talk to him, and don't get up. We're going to take a picture and a group picture too, but we'll be right back.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Lee Burkeen, your host, Sports Scout Import Podcast, owner of Louisiana Football Magazine. Again, Comeaux will be previewed. And our preview magazine on lafootballmagazine.com, our website, if you're a parent watching the show or just a fan. We've got another recruit to introduce from Comeaux who's going to be he's only going to be a sophomore. I thought you were going to be a senior, but Jaden Celestine.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Doing good.
Coach bragged about you when I interviewed him about a month ago. He's like, keep an eye on this young guy.
Yes, sir.
He can play.
Yes, sir.
And you're a running back and a receiver.
Yes, sir.
What's it like intertwining between both spots? Like one play you might be running it, next play you trying to catch a pass.
It's a lot, but I could handle it, you know. It's just the play calling sometimes, you know, that's confusing, but other than that, it's very easy.
What is it like being a part of a program where Malik Neighbors came out of and Trey Harris? I mean, great skill guys that did it on a high level.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it feels good, you know what I'm saying? I want to be like those guys, of course, you know, especially when they talk about Comeaux. You know, when I leave Comeaux, I want to be in that conversation too.
Set your mark.
Yeah, yes, sir.
What do you think is your key to being such a good player at a young age right now? Hard work or just the natural feel of the game, or what?
Just staying focused and being humble, you know. Just staying patient and just really just staying focused.
You got a chance to be one of the best players in the state. You got 2 more years.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, you got a chance, like they said, sharpen iron, to be phenomenal. Coach already thinks you're on your way. What's your goals for this year for Comeaux?
And my goals for this year to at least have over 1,000 yards rushing.
If you run for 1,000, that means y'all win some games, right?
Yes, sir.
You and your teammates. The guys that aren't here today, what would you like to say about your other senior teammates? The older guys, you're a young guy, but
they slept on. Some of them are slept on, you know what I'm saying? Hardest workers.
You like the senior group?
Yes, sir. Oh, shit.
Y'all got a good group coming up? Coach told me y'all did.
Yeah.
What about your QB? You want to give a little shout out to your QB?
Yeah, shout out Brickhouse, you know.
Tell everybody his name.
Brickhouse, Sean Brickhouse.
Okay. You like his ability and stuff?
Yeah.
Y'all in the same grade or is he older?
He's in the 10th grade going to his junior.
So he's like you, young guy.
Yes, sir.
What's his strength? Does he know you're route running and you're
He's very locked in.
locked in? See, I'm ready to play a game, huh? Do you know week one's opponent already?
Terrebonne.
You're on it already.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you, man.
So thank you.
Good luck to you. And this Jaden is only a sophomore. Celestine from Comeaux High School has a chance to be one of the top players in Louisiana. He's in the 27 class. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Go out and support the high schools in the state. Comeaux High School is a great school in Lafayette. And we talked about Malik Neighbors, Trey Harris, and Brandon Stokely, and many more that have come out of the program over the years. And hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back soon.
Thanks for watching the Sports Scouting Report with Lieber King.